Yeah.
I think like, so you do yoga, right? I know you mentioned it earlier. You kind of help other people maybe do some of that, or at least start their fitness journey, maybe just find an outlet when it comes to health and fitness. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. Well, first, I've only been certified for a little over a year now.
Well, how do you even get certified? Hold on.
Okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah.
My first year up here, I was down in Florida. I keep talking about Florida. I have a lot of family down there.
Florida's cool. I haven't been actually, but I've heard it's nice.
Oh, you're soon. You have
Yeah, I want to go.
But I was down in Florida. I was just not having a good time.
Yeah.
They put us on this was the year after COVID when we were back on campus. There was like another COVID outbreak. We were online for another month, so I just didn't go like on my ticket home. I just stayed in Florida.
So you're stuck in Florida, kind of.
Well, no, I canceled my ticket. I wanted to stay down there. My cousins were down there.
I mean, who wouldn't want to stay down there, right?
Especially in January. I'm like, absolutely not. And I was just like not having a good day. And I'm like, I'm going to walk to my cousin's house. It's like 3 miles away, 2.5 miles away.
Solid distance.
Yeah. But it was just like a slow walk. I wasn't running, jogging. I just needed to like clear my head.
Survive.
Yeah. And I'm going back to my house and I'm like scrolling on my phone. And I follow this yoga studio that's like right across my apartment building. It's called Salt Yoga. Shout out.
Salt Yoga.
In East Lansing.
Yeah. You should go.
And they're like, yoga teacher training, like reach out to us for details. And I'm like, right away, I like emailed them.
Right away.
Yeah. And
it was like an immediate conviction, like, I have to do this.
It was like, it felt like it was like a sign from God. I'm like, okay, this is what I have to do.
Yeah.
And I got on the phone with now my boss, she's the instructor, also the owner of the studio. And I'm like talking to her and I'm like super nervous. I'm like, is it all like old people that are like teaching these classes? And I had never even gone to the studio. I had just followed them because I'm like, eventually, like, I'll go. Yeah. Right. Like, I'm going to,
Like, you're going to make it happen.
Yeah. I don't know if that was just like me telling myself I was going to, just like, but.
Fast forward to now. No,
yeah. And I got on the phone with my teacher, was asking her a bunch of questions, ended up signing up. And that was like, it's 200 hours of training. I believe it was like roughly 6 months. Started in March, ended end of June.
200 hours. So this was like a job. Like you're practicing.
Well, and it was like 6 or 7 hours every Sunday, but you had to be like practicing throughout the week. We would get like assignments, we'd get homework, we had to like write up flows.
Wow.
And it was a lot of
flows. Is that like routines?
Yeah. Well, that's if any of you guys have ever been to a yoga class, it's kind of just like the structure, like what the teacher is teaching you.
Okay.
Kind of like the poses that you're going through, like the message of the class, the music. So that was like a big thing that we focused on, but that wasn't even the hardest part. The hardest part was we'd walk into class, we would like talk for a little bit, and we would drop right into meditation. And one time we meditated for a full hour. And now I'm a little bit more chill. But if you met me a few years ago, like me sitting still for more than like 20 minutes, I was just like,
that wasn't gonna happen.
No, absolutely not. So that was like one thing you like really like dove like internally, and that was the hardest part. There was like so much to learn about your own self. And
talking about meditation, actually, like, sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
Like, I don't really meditate. Like, I guess, how do you even meditate? Can you like walk us through that?
Sit down. You could lay down. You could do whatever you want. Your body can be in whatever position you want. Close your eyes. You focus, and you're trying to clear your head, trying to like get rid of all your thoughts and focusing on your inhales and your exhales. And then like noticing like what pops into your head. At least this is how I meditate.
Like, so like breath work while also just like trying to be, what do you want to be thinking about? Being calm or
calm, but you're also trying like not to think about anything. And like, no, it's extremely difficult. And noticing like what comes in your brain. I'm not going to sit here online and say I meditate every single day, because I don't. I try. I've like tried in the past. Like I said before, I struggle to like sit down and just relax. Yeah. But I've gotten a lot better at it. But I like I'll like know, I'm like, why is this person like, what, you know what I mean? Obviously this is like my subconscious, like what is bothering me about this, or like what's so good about this? Why do I keep thinking about it? And like taking note of that like afterwards, and then like kind of like using that like in your day-to-day life.
Do you journal at all?
Not like, I do my 5-minute journal.
5-minute journal, okay.
I'm not a big writer.
Interesting. I love writing. personally. I don't like script these out, but like if I was to like do that, like I would enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I feel like journaling.
I've never been a big writer.
Never been a big writer. Is journaling and meditation? Do you ever see those paired together?
Absolutely. That's what during our training. That's what we had to do. We had to meditate every single day for 20 minutes, and we had to write like a little like sum up of like what came through our mind during meditation, like what we thought of it.
Yeah.
And I think those two are like two peas in a pod.
Two peas in a pod.
Yeah, you should be journaling. Like usually after I meditate, I'll write down like what came up. It's like a dream. Like if you don't, you know what I mean? If you're not like talking about it or thinking about it, like you
have to record stuff to like remember it. Like
yeah, it's gonna leave your brain.